Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here. Welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains Live. Here we are on, sadly, the very final live stream of the entire year. It is crazy that a whole year has gone by since I last uttered those words, but it has. Kind of sad as well. You know, 2022's been a slightly better year in some ways, I think, than previous years. But soon it's going to be over, so that's the sad news. Good news is, though, today's video / stream is the Christmas special, so it's all things festive, as you can see, and I hope you're going to enjoy it. I've got some wagons to unbox live unboxings on the show, or rather somebody else is coming, a special guest, hopefully. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. I'm going to be running lots of trains. I'm going to be taking more Christmas requests, of course. I've got some of your artwork to show, and I've also got some shout outs to do as always. So first of all, let's do those because it's been a whole week since we've chatted, so let's see how everybody's doing. The Flying Scotsman is here. It's an honour to have you in the chat, sir. Thank you very much. NG5 says looking festive. Well, thank you. That's very good. That's lovely to hear. Mark Rogerson is, maybe you are the only one who can't see a thing. Can anybody else see? I hope so. I guess I would have heard if not. Mark7188, thank you so much. You wanted to see a King class, a Castle class and a passenger train, and a very Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. The ugly Duckman is here. Hello Duckman, it is nice to see you, my friend. Anyone else hope he was going to say the last stream of the entire channel? Well, maybe Duckman has soured towards me. I'm not sure. Adam Rushton, nice to see you. The Rolling Peanut, it is nice to see you as well. Yes, you can have a shout out, no problem. Big Boy Trains, this was a surprise. Was it? You mean the stream or the outfit? Or I don't know. Well, either way, I'm glad I surprised you, whatever I did. Thank you, Kelly. Glad you like the Christmas hat. Don't forget my leftover request. I will not, Kelly. It has been taken care of. It's gone to Santa. It's going to be delivered later on in the episode, I hope. All right. MDH Games is here as well. Nice to see you, Mark. Cheers for stopping by. Simon George, Merry Christmas from a long-term viewer in Ashford, Kent. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you for dropping by. And NWR J&W Studios, yes, you can have a shout out. So as always, I am taking requests today. They are £5 or the equivalent, and you can make them via the super chat, and any of the proceeds goes back into the channel to raise money for new videos and new content. So if you decide to support in that way, thank you so much. The theme for the last time today is going to be Christmas requests, and I'm going to give the most creative requester an Oxford wagon today, one of the ones I bought from Worley. There it is. Jazz McKelvey and Company. And of course a Christmas wagon too. I'm going to give you a turkey wagon. That doesn't have the accessories on it. That's going to be included as an accessories bag as usual. That will be the last turkey to go out, except for the ones I'm holding for members. So good luck. Keep coming up with those Christmas requests, and I should thank all the people who are still doing it. Thank you so much for the super chats, by the way. I might have missed some, but the JCat, I just saw yours. Hi Sam, could you please run 2 S15s with 8 Pullmans? Thank you. Yeah, I could. Do I have 2 S15s? No, I have 2 N15s. I can do some sort of 15s for you, and I'll try and get the 8 Pullmans together. Yeah, no problem. The thing with requests is, obviously today's is the last stream, so it's first come, first served. Any that I don't get time to do in this stream will be done in January, and I'm going to do them sort of gradually throughout January and February if need be videos. So that's where you can find your requests if I don't get time to do them today. And I also want to say a massive happy birthday to James, who next week is going to be 13 years old. I met James at Worley. He's a really nice guy, so I hope you have a fantastic birthday, James, and we're all going to join together in singing happy birthday to you. So cover your ears if you don't like this particular tune, and please jump in the chat and wish James a very happy birthday. So here we go. This is for my friend James.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
All right, very nice. Thank you very much for that, everybody in the chat. Yeah, we've got some happy birthdays in there, so hopefully James was able to see those. And I hope you have a wonderful day, James. Right, so on that note, let's get some locos running then, shall we? So we've got the first round right here. On the outside line, we have an A2020 Vision request for the Berkshire with any passenger coaches and boxcars. So I've had to go with what sort of matches in couplings. So we've got the sort of Disney type coaches, theme park coaches, I think they're called. We've got Eggy Yeet on the middle line who wanted the Santa Fe diesel. I thought that was pretty clever for a Christmas request, so that's why Eggy Eat was picked as the winner. Obviously I can't really run Christmas wagons with this because of a coupling discrepancy, so I've put some of those red coaches on, which I think look fairly Christmassy. And Jenny Hepton, for the Hepton family, I suppose, wanted to see two kings with a cattle van for Christmas. I don't know, I was thinking maybe the cattle van would have a donkey in it at this time of year. I don't know if that was the idea, but that was my guess. So let's get these going. Let's hope for no disasters this time. Or I don't know, maybe you're hoping for disasters. Whichever is fine. Well, I mean, I'd rather not, but sometimes it happens and there's not a lot I can do about it. So we'll see. And the two kings. Again, would have been nice to have three kings as per the nativity. Oh dear. I've already got one derailed. I think though that's because I hadn't set the points right. I was doing track cleaning not long ago and maybe the track cleaner went through those points. Maybe the king class has its front bogey on wrong. That's possible as well. They are a bit awkward to put on, so I may have messed that up. But just enjoy the trains and I will get these going pretty soon. The points were open, incidentally, so I suppose we have our answer. Just got to make sure the rest is all still on. Honestly, these simple trains are always the ones to go wrong. I think we're okay though. All right, hopefully you didn't see too much of the old booty there. Now, what's going on with the Berkshire? Let's find out. Has that just ground to a halt due to low torque, or is there a problem? No, I think it's just not got any torque. Okay. That's just quite a weakling of a loco, I think. I can give it a bit more power, maybe. That might help it out. It's not run for a bit, that one. I don't know if we ran it last week or not, but yeah, it's been a little while anyway. Let's have a look, make sure everything goes well back here. Hopefully it will. We have some super chats, thank you so much people. And the earliest one I can see is from Jerry C, who wants to see a pair of cues with the poshest rake possible. That sounds interesting. Thank you very much, Jerry. A nice a nice foil for the Q1s there. Nice contrast. No request, just Merry Christmas. That was from George Botterini. Bless you, George. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to you as well. Random o'clock. Today's request is for Evening Star, pulling my three fanciest green coaches. And since I don't think you have anything in a Grand Trunk livery, I don't think I do, let alone with a tension lock, the wood panelled J70 in tow. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Thank you so much, Random o'clock. Appreciate it. Jason Biggs wants me to run something big. Pun intended there? I don't know. Maybe something small and something naughty and nice. That's an interesting idea. I don't know what that would involve. But Merry Christmas to you and thank you for your lovely emoji artwork there. Biglington on C, please run Gladstone and its coaches for me. If you really can't, then how about Busy Bee James on some LBSC coaches plus 2 egg vans and a railgun? Yeah, I think Gladstone should be fine, Biglington. Thank you so much. Bless you for the support. Williamtown, I don't think I've played You, Me, Nicky. Oh, not heard of that. What is that? And Richard Grooters, thank you so much for your support. You want to see a Great Western Star Class Loco or Evening Star with 3 HO rolling stock or coaches. Ho, ho, ho. Great stream. Thank you so much, Richard. And yeah, that's fine. And like I say, if I don't have time to do all of these requests today, and I suspect we're probably full already, they will be done over January's videos. So nobody gets left out. It will be first come, first served, and they'll all get done. Cape Cod Steve, thank you very much, Steve. You want to see Lord Westwood with 1 to 3 ambulance coaches? Ooh, that's interesting. A railgun, a gunpowder van, and Santa's sleigh. Thanks. Nan and Steve's Trains, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, USA. Remember our troops. Well, that's a great message. Thank you very much, Cape Cod Steve. Okay, very nice work. Let's bring these to a stop then. I'm just trying to figure out whether this was a good time to do it. Are all the trains at the other end of the room? No, they're arriving. Okay, here goes then. Santa Fe diesel there. That was one during the, what was it? I think it was when I was doing the lockdown streams. That was one of the locos I featured on there. And I remember I was replacing the motor in it with a nice modern Hornby one, which was, seems like a long time ago now, but I guess it wasn't. It will have been 2020, won't it? But I don't think that one's run since, so I think the fact that it's got the word Santa on the side of it has played a blinder there. That's a nice bit of fate for it. All right, let's have a look at these. Well, they're coming in thick and fast today, although I seem to have gone missing, which is interesting. Let me restart this. I'd gone at a very low rate there. Right, so I did just see some more come through. Wow, thank you very, very much. We have Robert Sparks. Thank you, Robert Sparks. Merry Christmas to Sam and Chloe and all the fans. Some four-wheel coaches with an appropriately early loco. That's lovely, Robert. Thank you very much. I'll totally do that for you. NG5 wants to see the American Southern 7080. Not quite sure what that one is, but I can figure it out. With a Coltrane and a caboose. Yep, no problem. I will do my best. Thank you very much. Awesome Albert T1. I wasn't able to comment my free request because I can't comment on the member post. So that's interesting. Yeah, you can. Yeah, we'll do that for you. Please send it to me via email though, because I don't know if these stream member chat thingies will come up in my super chat list and I don't want to miss you. So yeah, just drop me an email. It's in the video description. Kelly's nose is itching like mad apparently, but she hasn't sneezed yet. Well, maybe it would just be easier if you sneezed, Kelly. I'm not sure. That would be my advice. Eggy Eats, thank you very much to you. Hi Sam, can we have the most festive engine you have with bells? With bells? You mean an engine that has bells, or you want me to put bells on it? No, bells on war wells, jingle bells, and any brake wagon. I don't think I'll have any singular bells that I could put on a war well, but we'll see what I can do. Thank you very much. And the JCat meant two N15s. Okay, oh, HST style. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would have had to use the N15 at some point anyway, because I only have one S15. Right, so I keep saying it's not me at all. We have a special guest who has not really been very present in this series, but he's going to pop along and show us one of our unboxings of today. So, of course, the special guest is our old pal, El Cheapo.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Thank you very much, Sam. It's nice to be asked back onto the live streams once again. However, there is a problem today. I've got something that I need to tell everybody, and it's something I need to get off my chest. God. It's me. It's Sam. There is no El Cheapo. It's just me. I feel like the guy's lost his identity, and there is a reason for that, and that reason is this thing, the Hornby Christmas tree carrier, which is £29.49. How can I go around calling myself El Cheapo when the cheapest Christmas wagons I can find are £30? I don't know, everybody. I don't know. But I tell you what I do know. I got the Christmas wagon right here. Now, this is not some toy. This is not some cheap novelty, because if it were, then it would be far cheaper than this. At £30, this is a serious model. You know, this is asking for some high expectations right here. So I've seen the pictures. I'm ready to do it. Let's see what this is like. £30. Well, I tell a lie. I paid a little less than £30 for this because I got it from a retailer. but it was still near as damn it, you know, 10%, 15% off, can't remember exactly. It's still not that much less than 30 quid. Right, let's see what we got here then. Is it taped in? No, it's not taped in. Right, what shall we look at first? I think we'll look at the star of the show, which is this. And I'll tell you what, it's kind of a little bit more obvious what's going on with this, because, oh, we've got the slow fade, how nice, let me sort that out. So from the side, it looks very odd indeed, but from the top, you can see what's going on. So it's two trees sort of going diagonal with each other, which actually makes a little bit more sense. I still feel like the realism aspect is lost slightly because, of course, these trees in real life would be massive. I mean, here is a person to scale. And so a tree this size, if it was lying on its side, I don't think the branches would be sticking up like that, would they? Because gravity exists, and of course most Christmas trees are on Earth or on some sort of planetary body where gravity does exist. But still, I think that's actually not too bad. I did scorn it, I think, on one of my live streams. I think I'm going to retract that because it's a nice fictional piece. And of course, if the branches were sort of all folding back as they would under gravitational pull, then it wouldn't look so festive. So that's quite nice. I think we need to look at the wagon itself then, and there's another nice slow fade. What on earth's going on here? I've just changed it back. Right. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, okay. So, here's the wagon. It is a familiar wagon. I'm sure there was like a circus wagon that I had once that was like this. But we have metal wheels, which is a step up from the Coca-Cola wagons. Yeah, metal wheels. You got this interesting sort of pivoting system, which, I don't know, kind of works. The wheels are kind of all over the place, aren't they? But yeah, I suppose it's what it is. The couplings, though, are the old type. I don't think any £30 model should be having these on, at least not unless they're NEM, and these very clearly aren't. In fact, the couplings are riveted to the sort of wheel assembly there. But apart from that, you know, there's some nice detail going on here. Do these move? I don't know if that's supposed to do that, but yeah, they do move. Oh, I see. I think it probably is supposed to do that. Are they supposed to sit in the raised position like that and hold the tree on board? I suppose so. Do we put the tree on first? I mean, you would in real life, but can we do it in model form either way? Don't know. Right, are you ready? We're going to put the two together for the first time. It's a big moment. Very big moment. So the bottom of the tree is sort of ridged, which is, again, quite smart. Reasonably impressed with that. So it is going to sit, hopefully, securely on here, which it does. There you go. And because the trees are resin, they're actually quite heavy. Yeah, there's quite a lot of weight to this thing. Yeah, I mean, is it worth £30? No, not to my mind. The fact that this is heavy and resin is quite nice, and it is well made at least. So to an extent, it's worth more than the Coca-Cola wagon, for example, which was only about £5 cheaper. Yeah, I would say there's at least £5 more value in this model. Not to say it's worth 30 still, but yeah, I think this is a big improvement over the Coca-Cola wagon. Yeah, definitely. Shall we try it on Gordon's Hill? I think we probably should. Let's see if it's free rolling. It should be. I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, well, let's find out. Okay. Is it stable? It is a very heavy load. Yeah, it's got a bit of movement to it, but should be all right. Okay. Let's give it a little bit of a help. Not very often I do this test live. Come on. I tried to give it as little of my energy as possible. There we go. Okay, off it goes. Whoa. That's not bad. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty decent result. Is it still on the track? I heard a bit of a click. Hopefully there's no problem around the curves with it. No, I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite good, that is. Ooh, yeah, it struggles. Something's going on around there. Yeah, don't know what. But yeah, if there wasn't that bit of friction on that curve, I think it would go even further, because that's remarkably free rolling. So yeah, well done Hornby. That's actually quite a nice wagon. I don't think I have anything of this, well, I don't think I have anything else with this wagon in my collection. I did used to have some sort of circus mobile, I think, but I think I might have actually used it in one of my experiments in the end. Did I convert it into my world's fastest model train or something? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, that's quite nice. Am I back? Oh gosh, saw Santa's bum there. Right, okay, right. So there are requests left over from last week, of course, and I think one person in particular is very excited about these. So, Kelly, this one's for you, and everybody else as well. Here we go. The first round of requests all come from the same person who wanted them to run at the same speed synchronised, which, as you can see, already isn't going too well. But it was Co-Captain Blues Gaming who was very, very generous. Thank you so much, Co-Captain Blue. And your triple request was as follows. You wanted to see the Blue King class with some Pullman coaches, which does look fantastic, obviously. You also wanted to see the Bachmann Caledonian 812, also with Pullman coaches. Yes, there's a theme developing here. And also the Blue Scotsman, you guessed it, with Pullman coaches. So Co-Captain Blue really playing on my love of BR Blue locomotives with Pullman coaches. I think I say it every time I do it, I love the way that combination looks. And to get one on each line, all in one go, is just awesome. So Co-Captain Blues Gaming, many, many thanks for the support. I hope you liked seeing that. I'm sorry they didn't time too well to synchronise, but I did my best. I am genuinely very, very scared for this request, and it's from a requester who does this to me all the time. It's Kelly Ashford who wanted to see the Queen Anne Ruston running into a gunpowder van featuring an explosion of some sort. So, Kelly, I don't appreciate you putting me in danger like this, but a request is a request. Oh. Wow. That was, well, wow. Well, Kelly, I was not expecting a complete annihilation there, but yeah, everything disintegrated. Nothing left. And that's a shame because that Rapido gunpowder van was really expensive and I really enjoyed that Queen Anne shunter. Both gone. Kelly, that's really upset me now. Alright, back to relative normality then. The next one is quite cool. Nice combination from Godzilla Boy 2004, who wanted to see a Class 20 and a Class 40 hauling a Pullman Express. So I've gone with the two Lima locos here because both of them run at similar sorts of speeds and they're both analog. And yeah, I think they look quite nice together there with the Pullman Express. So thank you so much for the support, Godzilla Boy 2004. Hopefully that was okay for you. And then on the inside line, we have another request from NG5. Bless you, as always, NG5. You wanted to see Bachmann Henry with 8 box vans, a tanker, a flat car with some crates on it. I couldn't find any crates, unfortunately, but I've put you a Warwell on there. And a brake van. Of course, we've got Toad on the back there as another Thomas character. So to Kelly, to Godzilla Boy 2004, and to NG5, thank you so much for your requests. The next request comes from Sideways 66779, who wanted to see the Class 68, a railgun, and the Queen Mary brake van. Apparently this is to redeem the bodge that happened a couple of weeks ago where the cables all got in the way and caused loads of crashes. So hopefully, Sideways 66779, this request is a little bit more successful for you. Fingers crossed. EEF, or EEF, I'm not really sure how to say the name, but I guess it's EEF, wanted to see Old Copper Knob double heading with an IVAC Class 2 MT and some LMS coaches with the reindeer on the back. So I've done that, no problem at all. I can only run it on this bit of the layout, which is why you're seeing the same section run again and again, because obviously once the reindeer gets to the bookcase, it's going to crash. We don't want that. Then John C wanted to see Donald and Douglas with 15 3D printed vans and a Bachmann Toad. I have one 3D printed van, that's it. I don't keep many for myself. I make them and give them away or sell them. Yeah, I don't keep my own, which I probably should, but oh well. I put 15 vans on anyway, it's just only one of them's 3D printed. So to John C, EEF and Sideways 66779, thank you very much for your kind requests. There we go. Hopefully that was okay. I've just been looking to see if I can see Kelly's reaction. I think this was it. She put yes. Thank you so much. I think that was it. Have you got anything else to say, Kelly, for what you caused? I am aware that you were not being evil. Yeah, that is true. I'm not actually cross with you, Kelly. It was actually quite an amusing idea. So thank you very much. Anything else there? Well, I hope you enjoyed your requests, anyway, folks. Right, let's do some more live trains then, shall we? So, we've got these set up. We have on the outside line a request from NG5, who's been very generous today. Thank you very much, NG5. You wanted the 119 loco, the 440, with some freight and a caboose. I haven't unboxed the caboose yet that has the right couplings to match with all this other stuff. So I've put the... I don't know what, I always sort of use it instead of a caboose. It's total nonsense, doesn't make sense, but it's that sort of blacksmith's van from Bachmann. So hopefully that's okay. NG5, I told you, look, generous, I'm stepping it up. Can you have the 1361 crash into multiple gunpowder vans? I will give it a try in the new year, NG5, thank you very much. Lewis Hughes, bless you, thank you very much as always. Okay, Vidiot, the owl, wanted to see the cars from a mystery box on the flat wagon. I don't actually have any of those out. I kept them all in the packaging, but I have put some cars on a flat wagon for you. And obviously we need a loco, so I've gone for the Andrew Barclay 040 because it looks Christmassy. And then William Soutar 506 wanted to see the standard 5 from Bachmann in the green with some Christmas wagons and some coaches. So please everybody, cross your fingers that everything goes well here. 119, excuse me. There we go, come on. This is a sleepy engine right here, not run for a while. See, I want it to get over the points, but I also don't want it to go too fast, because that's when accidents happen. Alright, hopefully it'll warm up on its maiden lap. Let's see. Not doing very well with the directions today. What can be wrong? Okay, let's see. Is it coming? I might need to give it a bit more. Maybe a little more juice if it doesn't warm up. Yeah, I think it's going to need it. It's a finicky one, this. Yeah, it was in a sorry state when I got it, and I did actually manage to get it run amazingly well. I think in the review I did of it, it was an awesome runner. I assume it's just suddenly going to speed up and go ultra fast. Well, it's kind of doing that already. I wouldn't say that's ultra fast. I think that's probably acceptable. Yeah, that's not bad. There's Andrew, or Katie, yeah, sorry about that. I suppose either is acceptable. Yeah, with the cars, that was a nice idea actually, very nice. There we go, yeah, 119 recovering a bit. We'll see how she gets on her second lap, hopefully a little bit more speedily will be the answer. We'll see. Yeah, see, now that's, to me that looks a bit fast now, a bit too fast, but oh well, at least it's going, that's the main thing. Jason Biggs needs to add the O2 Tango to the mix. Sure, Jason, I would not mind seeing that loco destroyed, that's for sure. That loco doesn't really turn up too much anymore in these streams. It's probably for the best, because it always ended up in disaster, didn't it? We'll see. Oh gosh. Yeah, things are really going for it now. Look at it go. Kelly Ashford, I'm just a fan of the explosion effect Sam used at the beginning of his gunpowder review. Oh yes. I've forgotten I'd done that. Well, I'm glad it entertained you, Kelly. Very glad. Nice. Poor Thomas, says the Stockton Flyer. Ah, what happened to Thomas? Oh no. Is it Brian Gallant? You want to see Thomas the Tank Engine pulled some Polar Express train coaches? Oh yeah, that's poor Thomas, yeah. That would be a lot of work for him to haul Polar Express coaches. Let's see, it would indeed make Michael Bay's jaw drop. NG5, it would. He's definitely never seen anything quite that intense before. Adam Rushton, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'm glad your Santa Express from Hornby has arrived. That's very good news. Whoa. Oh God. That was a good time to decide to stop that. The loco actually came entirely off the track. How? Is it broken? No? All of the loco's wheels were off the track and they were spinning because the tender is what powers it. That was strange. That was very odd. Did you see what happened? I think we might have been in in the right shot for that? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll whip these off while we wait for the rest. That was a cool request though, thank you very much. Nice to see 119. And that probably tells me that I ought to run it a bit more, because it's getting a bit sleepy, isn't it? Right, Andrew, or Katie, I've done it again. Sorry if I've offended. There we go. And the 5, which has behaved itself beautifully. Yes, not surprised. It is a well-behaved engine, that. It's good to see. Right. Right, let's do a few more shout-outs, because this is the last stream for a little while, so we are going to have to get as many in as possible. Let me reactivate this annoying camera. There we go. Right, NWR J&W Studios for today's challenge. Could you run some red and green loco with everything Christmas? Blimey. Well, I'll have to include that new Christmas tree wagon. Merry Christmas, Jasper and Willow. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. Tagout 00 wants to see the Tango double heading with Canadian Pacific with egg and gunpowder vans. That something tells me that one is not going to end well. But thank you, Tagout 00. Appreciate that. NG5 wants to see the Martin Mark Martinson with 1 coach, 1 wagon and 1 brake van. Martin Mark Martinson? I can't remember what that would be. Oh, you mean the Mogul? The Mogul doesn't work. That was the thing with the Martin Mark Martinson. But yeah, I will run something typical of Martin Mark Martinson. A sort of loco you might expect of him. Let's see. Well, I'll see what I come up with. Tagart 00, there's a shout out to you. It moved. So Heel Trains, hello and Merry Christmas to you. You just moved as I was reading you out. Eggy Eat, there's a shout out to you. That modelling bloke says, hello, Lord Warwell. Hello to you too. I hope you're okay. Someone on YouTube, says Sam is cool. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Flying Scotty, could you line up every A1 and A3 you have, coupled together, pulling 10 Pullman cars? That would not be possible because a lot of the older Hornby A1s and A3s don't have NEM pockets on the front, which is annoying. But yeah, they don't have them, unfortunately. Eggy, there's another one for you. Robert Fox says your super chat has been lost. Well, if it came through, then I will see it on my list and I will read it after the stream, so don't worry. You'll hear your name later if it did come through. AD Pullen, Merry Christmas, Sam and everyone. Thank you, AD. Hope you have a very Merry Christmas as well. Bless you for watching. Jay the Cat, there's a shout out for you. Ruben Kerr, there's one too. Azuma, better give Zuma a Christmas shout out. Doesn't celebrate Christmas, but wishing you and your family a Merry Christmas all the same. Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a nice time, whatever you do over the period, even if you're not celebrating Christmas. Ishan, the train lover, yes, I can give a shout out to Amogos, Greece. There you go. I apologise for the obvious mispronunciation there. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft, hello to you. Lucas Trains, hello and Merry Christmas to you. I like your snowmen, thank you very much. NG5, although my grandpa died 9 years ago, can you get a birthday shout out? He would have been 94 today and he was a US Navy vet. Well, I think that definitely deserves a shout out. So I don't know what his name was, but yeah, a happy 94th birthday to your grandpa who is gone, but I'm sure not forgotten. I guess I won't play the birthday song because that I don't know, feels a little disrespectful, but a big happy birthday anyway, and how nice to remember him. Yeah. Jim Flag, can we have the Copper Knob and Lion double header pulling present flatbeds? Thank you very much, Jim. Yep, I will certainly sort that out, no problem. And Jingle Bells, oh, Kelly's singing Jingle Bells again. Well, thank you, Kelly. That's a very lovely way to finish the first half. So I'm going to go for a short break and set up some new trains. And then when we come back, I'm going to be doing another unboxing for you, hopefully even better than the last. And we'll see what else we can get up to. So don't go anywhere. I will see you shortly. Alright folks, we are back. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the live stream so far. I've still got lots more trains to run, and of course I have got another unboxing to do before the end of the stream, so I hope you like that. Let's jump back into the chat. I want to do as many shout outs and chats as possible today, so let's have a look. Toby Shepherd, this is still live. I just went away for just a minute while I set up some more trains. I'll show you them. There they are. They'll be running in just a moment. NWR J&W Studios says they like this music very much. I'm getting quite a lot of comments about the music, actually. A lot of people have been saying that, so thank you. I'm glad you like it. Jeevan, I'm not going to try and do that second name, purely out of respect for you. Hey Sam, how does the Scrapman do if he's bored or if he needs to go to the toilet? Well, he has no plumbing for that sort of thing, unfortunately. He is in fact just a head, and generally, because I'm quite good at fixing stuff, he doesn't need to go to the loo very often because he doesn't get much sustenance. So there you go, that's the reason. Could you shout out Alex the Woo, please, said Lord Luffington. I just did it, no problem. Random McClark, thank you very much. Just a Ruston pushing Bullman this time. Oh, no problem, please. Also, I think it escaped your notice, but my prior request was meant to imitate a Christmas tree. Was it really? It did escape my notice. I want to see what it was now. This could be a winning request if so. If it does so adequately. A Ruston, oh, so it won't be that one. Right, Evening Star pulling 3 fanciest green coaches, and since I don't have anything, grand trunk livery. Attention lock, the J70, right, so it's the J70 representing the trunk, and then all the green coaches plus Evening Star at the top of the tree. Random o'clock, you might just have it there. We'll wait till the end of the stream to decide, but that is awesome. What a good idea that is. David Mattox, yeah, of course, you can request the streamlined Queen Elizabeth, the Dapple Torquay Manor, and Doncaster hauling Southern coaches on catch-up. Yep, sure, David, no problem. I should keep mentioning this, actually. I'm going to be doing any of the spillover requests from today in my January/February videos. They're going to be done a few at a time across different videos. So if you don't see yours done in this stream, then that's when it will be done. They will all get done. That's what I'm saying. Okay, can we see the Scrapman for Christmas? Says H Draw. Tune into the channel tomorrow. You might get to see him. That's all I will say. I'm not going to show him to you now, but tomorrow, possibly. Okay, let's do some Wall of Fame. So if you want to have a picture put up on the wall here in the train room, you can email it to me, you can send it to me on Instagram, you can Facebook it to me if you want to. I think Beaglington sent me something to show. I didn't realise you'd done that until too late, so sorry about that. If you still want me to, I can show it in a future stream. But for now, we have David. I don't actually know what on earth this is. It kind of looks like a loco. Is it abandoned? Is it just hard working? I'm not sure. But thank you for that, David. That was a head scratcher. Answers on a postcard, if anybody knows what that thing is. That's very interesting. Let's have a look. Tony J sent in this. Now, this I think is a sort of Disney train of some sort. Just look at that thing. I think it is one of the Bachmann ON30 locos that I looked at. But I think that's even more lovely looking than my Christmas one. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So thank you for sharing that one, Tony. And then NS sent in this one, which is a rather splendid collection of locos, all surrounding a rather, I don't know, a rather beefy looking controller. Power command, it says. Looks like an absolute beast. Oh, NG5, it was Roy. There you go, that was Grandpa's name. Okay, yeah, apparently Roy would love the birthday song. No disrespect. Okay, if you're sure it's not disrespectful, we will run the birthday song for Roy, who is gone but not forgotten. Here we go. Happy birthday, Roy.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
There we go, thank you very much for that, and that was for Roy, of course. Robert Taggart thinks the odd thing might have been a snow pusher, which is interesting. What do we reckon? And I'm going to give a shout out as well to Yuk Chun Chung. Hopefully I said that one right. You never know though. Okay, so NWR J&W Studios wants to see an 8F with some goods, so we've got that on the outside line. NG5 very kindly asked to see Gladstone, which is one of my own creations. Well, I mean, I didn't invent Gladstone, but the model is mine. With 2 teaks and a Great Western brake, which is fine. And then Terence Priestley wanted to see the Duke of Gloucester with Pullmans. Unfortunately, I don't have a DCC controller at my disposal at the moment. That is going to change in the new year. In fact, I have one. It's in its box. I'm going to do the review early on next year so that soon I will be able to run my digital locos again. I'm looking forward to that. So in light of that, I have put on the standard class 6 Britannia instead of the 8, which is the Duke of Gloucester. So hopefully from the sort of distance you view at this, well, during these requests, that it will almost be as good or as similar as possible as a Class 8. There goes Gladstone, still working nicely. Oh, I'll tell you what, that freight train keeps coming uncoupled. I'm not sure why. I think these couplings are at very different heights. That could be a problem. Keep it going. We'll try it one more time. I need to keep an eye on that though, because if it comes uncoupled in the wrong place and I don't notice, it might crash. We don't want that. I don't think we do anyway. There we go. Looks better now. It's all staying together, which is good. Are we going to get Gladstone coming down Gordon's Hill? I hope so. I'll be really gutted if that one gets stuck behind the bookcase. No, there we go. That's more like it. There she is. Ooh, going at quite a pace actually, yeah. Alright, Gladstone. Oh yeah. There's the fake Duke of Gloucester there. Godzilla Boy 2004. Can you do a 440 and a 260 pulling a goods train with Pullman at the back? That's a great request. Thank you very much. I will definitely do that. It will be in the new year now because we've only got one round left to do. But I will do it, yes. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope nothing goes wrong. Yeah, I hope so too, Kelly. That would be nice. Flying Scotty was just given an HM4000 and a Virgin Railways Class 125 given. Wow. Now that is awesome. Well, enjoy. The HM4000 is pretty cool, isn't it? Isn't that the the more advanced version of the 2000? It's got all the... has it got the acceleration controls and stuff? I remember seeing it. It's got like loads of extra buttons and stuff on it, doesn't it? Can't remember what the deal was with that. Right, let's put the 8F back into its siding while we wait. Alright. Well, at least they stayed on that time. Fake Duke of Gloucester, which is really a Britannia. And Gladstone, going quite quick. And I think what I'll do is I'll carefully take Gladstone off the track now. Just so that I don't hurt her later on during the rough and tumble that is taking her off the track. Where shall I put her? I'll put her over here, out of harm's way. All right, and let's move on. So I think that life is all about second chances. Yes. And I think El Cheapo should be less hard on himself. I think his identity crisis is... I think it's worth paying attention to. It's probably valid, but I think he needs to be sure about it. So let's give El Cheapo one more chance to impress. Well, to find something cheap. I think the Christmas tree wagon did impress, but it wasn't cheap. That was the problem. So for the last time, let's try again.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Thank you very much, Sam. Yes, I do appreciate the second chance. So for this wagon, I am going where I should have gone to start with, and that of course is AliExpress. And that is with this. It is an Eve model, one-piece model trains wagons, HO scale, 1:87 flat car rolling stock, C8761. I don't know what the relevance of the random numbers is, but there is, if you look just below the title, an extra 2% off. You can get 2% off it, folks. Now that's a deal. That's what El Cheapo likes. So, here it is, in the most confusing packaging ever. You'd think that this was the right way up, but it isn't. This is the right way up. The writing is that way up on the top. So I don't know. It's bizarre. And apparently, Eve Model's catchphrase is this: ready to speed up. I don't really know why you would want that as your catchphrase. Maybe Eve Model doesn't really realise what that means. I'm not sure. Maybe they don't know what it means. I don't know. Let's read this out. Eve Model freight cars are designed, assembled and painted to match the prototype. That's good. Most models are. Starting from the accurate drawing, the flat car is produced to represent the exceptional running operation. Well, I'm not familiar with these flat cars in real life, but apparently they are exceptional in their operation. They have metal 36, I guess that would be inch, DC wheels, metal axles and knuckle couplers are installed to reach a smooth performance. Well, they're reaching for it. Let's see if they get there. It is ready to run right out of the box. Okay, made in China. Let's see what we got then. It's a nice, seems like, I don't know, it feels like an environmentally friendly box. It's all sort of nice, unprinted, non-plasticky, glossy cardboard, which is nice. Right, so we've got some sort of accessories, kind of. Oh, well, I thought we had some stickers or some transfers to put on. I think these little round things are just sticky pads that we can use to affix these two metal weights. I'm not sure where they go. I don't think there's any instructions or anything with this model, so let's have a look and see if it's obvious. No, it isn't obvious. I assume you're supposed to put some sort of containers on this, and if you did, then I suppose then the weights could be hidden underneath them. Yeah, they do sort of fit quite nicely into the centre. And yeah, I mean, this was cheap. It was, what, £14, did I say? And you can see why, because this is all plastic. Yeah, no die cast on here except for the wheels, which are not very free rolling, I would guess, but we'll put it on Gordon's Hill to find out. Well, that one's all right. This one, I can hear it catching on something. Detail-wise, though, it looks awesome. Yeah, look at all that. It's not massively impressive in terms of separately fitted parts, but there's a fair bit going on, and we have got a few separately painted bits as well. I think they're probably separately fitted. What sort of couplings and buffers have we got? Well, the buffers are separately fitted. They're not sprung or anything. The couplings are, yeah, I suppose they are kinematic. Yeah, and they're also NEM, so that's good as well. Yeah, overall that's okay. I think with some containers on it, and I guess that's what these holes are for, this wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, not too bad. With the weights, I suppose it would be quite a bit heavier. Whether or not you will actually need those is another thing. Let's put it on the track. Let's see if it's free rolling. I think once the wheels are on the line, it might be. We'll see. But then again, there's not a lot of weight to it. So let's try it. Oh, let's do it twice. Let's do it once with the weights on and once without. Here's without. No, I gave it too much power there. There we go. Normally, I don't see a lot of difference when I add weight. No. Didn't get very far. Okay, let's try again. I'll pop the weights on it this time, see if that makes any difference. It might. It might. Let's see. They are quite hefty. I mean, you saw them. There's two quite big bars of metal there. Right. I'm not going to stick them on because I think the wagon looks a bit silly with them on if you're not putting the containers on. I suppose you could put these weights inside the containers, couldn't you? And then it would be nice and heavy. Because you wouldn't want to stick them to the wagon, because it wouldn't look very good if you were to take the containers off for any reason. Oh, slightly better. Okay. Well, today, folks, Hornby wins. Yeah, Hornby wins. We don't have such a good performance, at least free rolling wise, out of the Eve model. I think Eve model wins, AliExpress wins on the couplings, because these are NEM and they're modern and they're kinematic and they're not gigantic. And I assume that they will work better than Hornby's. But yeah, apart from that, free rolling, Hornby's miles better. So, you know, yeah, I do feel better about that. Yeah, I think El Cheapo is restored, very much so. All right, cheers, folks. I'll catch you after Christmas, or maybe not, because I've noticed some mould growing on this hat because I keep it in a cold place, and I think I'm going to have to throw it away. But sorry about that. That's a problem for me, not you. Don't worry. Goodbye.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
I tell you what, I'm very glad the moustache didn't get stuck on this hat, which is very similar to El Cheapo's this time, because that would have been a bit of a pickle. Anyway, there are still requests left over from last week, so here they come. The next request comes from NG5, and apparently it's for their parents' anniversary. So thank you to NG5 and happy anniversary to your parents. So for this you wanted to see the Flying Scotsman with the LMS coronation with 2 LNER and 2 LMS coaches. I've got these going HST style. You didn't ask for that, and you shouldn't have to have had that because there is a NEM pocket on the front of the coronation class, but it's too small. No coupling I have fits into it. It's just Hornby again, just selling stuff that hasn't been tested, obviously, because, yeah, the pocket just doesn't accept any coupling. So, sorry about that, NG5. I've had to do it HST style, but thank you very much nevertheless. Then NWR J&W Studios wanted the 1P and the C1, so 2 very Christmassy colours. I like what you did with that, well done. With some LMS coaches, and that just looks amazing. So NWR J&W Studios, thank you so much. A very creative request as always, and the C1 and the 1P just look fantastic together. Then we have Railway Stories 1.0, who is a member. Thank you so much for your request. You wanted to see my new Rivarossi S100 with the Roco Continental rolling stock, which does indeed have compatible couplings, so well done indeed. And thank you very much for picking that one. And as you can see, yeah, looks fantastic with the rolling stock there. How fitting. So to NG5, NWR, J&W Studios and Railway Stories 1.0, many thanks for those fantastic requests. The next round is yet another trio from Co-Captain Blues Gaming, so again, massive thanks to you. Again, you wanted these to be timed to run at the same speed. I've done my best, but they are very different locos, and of course, my 3 tracks are different lengths, so they're never going to stay together. Anyway, you wanted the D16 with 2 LNER teaks, which is lovely. Got to love the D16. I got the B12 with 3 LNER teaks. Again, a great looking loco, especially with the teaks. And then on the inside line, I've got the A1. You wanted 4 LNER teaks with this one, but of course I've used too many. I've used them all, so it's just got the remaining 2 that I have. But hopefully that's okay. So yeah, the D16, the B12 and the A1, 3 more amazing requests from Co-Captain Blues Gaming. Thank you so much for your support. It is very, very kind of you. Finally, we have a couple of O-scale requests. The first one comes from Big Boy Trains, who wanted to see the O-Gauge 08 shunter with some open wagons and a brake van, which is no problem at all. So thank you very much, Big Boy Trains. That's really nice to see. And then Paul S wanted to see the O-Gauge 1400 locomotive Great Western with the auto coach, which again is absolutely fine. Not done any O-scale requests for ages and ages. I think these are the only ones in the series that we've seen. So great creativity there, Big Boy Trains and Paul S, and I hope you enjoyed seeing your O-scale requests. For now though, let's go back live. Alright folks, thank you very much for those, and it was awesome to see some O-Gauge. I don't think we've had any O-Gauge requests in this series, have we? Can't remember, certainly not 2 in one go, so that was absolutely awesome. Right, well we're almost at the end of today's stream, but there is enough time to do one more round of trains running, so here they are right now. It is Williamtown on the outside line. Well, it's not, it's a Duke Dog, but Williamtown asked for it. And some clerestory coaches as well as some composites mixed in. I've only got 3 coaches on there because it's quite a weak loco and the motor's a little bit iffy in there, so I don't want to push my luck with it. NG5 wanted to see the Bachman Gordon and Thomas with some teaks, so that's what's going on the middle line. And then we have NG5 for David Hall, who was asking for a request. Well, NG5's been very kind there and gifted you one, David, so yeah, thank you NG5, that was very kind. And that was for the Peppercorn A1 with some coaches, which I've got on the inside line. So, the last trains of Sam's Trains Live in 2022, let's see if they're going to behave themselves. The Duke Dog, I think, will speed up once it gets warmed up a bit. There'll probably be quite a bit of smoke as well, because that's just the way it goes with that loco. It might be a bit of a contender one day for one of my cordless motor upgrades. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, and while they run hopefully happily along, I'm going to thank all of my amazing super chatters for today, whom I really do appreciate. Thank you so much, folks. And I also need to pick the most creative Christmassy request of the day, so that I can give them my Oxford wagon and also the Christmas turkey wagon. I wonder which is the best prize. Probably the Oxford, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. Alright, so massive thank you to William Sutar 506, NG5, extra thank you to you, you've been very, very generous, bless you for that. Terence Priestley, William Town, Mark 7188, Kelly Ashford Trains, Jade the Cat, Jerry C, George Botterini, Random O'Clock, and I have, during that last VT, I was looking at the requests. I think I've got to give it to Random O'Clock, folks. The Christmas tree request was genius. It was poetry, and I think you've got to have it. So yeah, Random O'Clock, send me an email with your delivery address, and I will get your prizes off to you. I doubt you'll get them before Christmas, but I'll send them off tomorrow, and you'll get them ASAP. So thank you, Random O'Clock. Jason Biggs, Beaglington-on-Sea, William Town, Richard Grooters, Cape Cod Steve, Robert Sparks, bless you, that was very, very generous. And I will pass your message on to Chloe as well. Kelly Ashford Trains again, Eggy Yeet, Jay the Cat, Simeon Jackson. You wanted to see the O-Gauge 08 with all the open wagons containing my least favourite bauble, a piece of Christmas tree and some tinsel. Merry Christmas. Well, I will do my best, Simeon. Thank you very much. Some of these are going to be quite sad in January, actually, aren't they? Yeah. Oh well. People will have to just understand. Robert Fox, thank you so much for yours. NG5 again. Wow, dude. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Lewis Hughes, Jason Biggs, NWR J&W Studios, Taggart 00, Jim Flagg, Godzilla Boy 2004. What's the largest Hornby Railroad locomotive? I think steam-wise it might have to be the 9F. Diesel-wise, probably the Class 40. Thank you very much for that. Random O'Clock again. David Mattox, thank you so much, David. And Godzilla Boy 2004. So, that was Sam's Trains Live for 2022. I hope you enjoyed the series and the other series I've done this year. Obviously, they wouldn't work without you, so thank you so much for always tuning in and always coming up with creative requests and supporting the channel, and for everything else that you do. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Obviously, that's what it's all about. So we've had some highs, we've had some lows, we've had some crashes, we've had some successful trains as well. But it's all been good fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. So there are going to be more videos before the end of the year, but from Sam's Trains Live team, which is me and El Cheapo basically, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all very, very soon, hopefully for some more live streams in the new year. The Duke Dog is doing her best. I don't think the passengers are going to be home for Christmas, or indeed next Christmas, but the Loco is trying, and that's what matters. Next week, we've got one of my favourite videos of the year coming out. I hope you enjoy that. I've got a new coach review coming out on Monday. See if you can guess what that might be. And then on Wednesday, I've got some of the best models of the year to show you then. So thank you again. I've thanked you for watching about 50 times now, but seriously, thank you. And I will see you very, very soon. Cheers, folks. Take care. Hey folks, thank you all very, very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very, very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.